Todd. How you doing?
Morning, good.
I just want to ask you about Kevin Fiala's impact on your lineup, and obviously he looked like he didn't miss a step, just jumped right in and was a very effective player for you.
Right from day one, not playoffs, but regular seasons, he's had an impact on our team. We're a team that plays pretty good defensively and lacked that star power maybe that could break a game open, and he's proven that to us game in and game out during the regular season. It's great to have him back, but dynamic player. He can play anywhere up and down the lineup, and we missed for the last 2 months, or a month anyhow, having that combination of Velarde and Fiala together on our third line where we could maybe gain an advantage. But him coming back was really good for our team.
When a player's missed that much time, you have to ease him back in, or just open the gate and say play as much as you can?
I think every player is a little bit different. Depending on the injury, depending on their makeup, how they carry their weight around the rink, what their conditioning level's like. In Kevin's case, it's open up the gate and let him go. And let's face it, we don't have time.
Does it matter for you, Todd, who you face, Skinner or Campbell?
No.
And why?
They're both good goalies.
Todd, it doesn't look like there's a ton of the after the whistle stuff in this series that we've seen in other series and in other years. Is that because of the respect you have for each other's power play, or what's going on?
I would say that plays in it. There's also the fact that I don't think the referees are putting up with a lot of crap after the whistle. And that then leads to the respect for each other's power play. So play between the whistles, let's move on, and keep the game going.
Two things. A lot of road wins lately in the NHL playoffs. Is home ice advantage perhaps not what it used to be?
I think you're onto something there, Spec. I think we maybe felt that in the regular season too. But in the playoffs, certainly teams can go in and play in this type of environment and come away with victories. And I don't know if that's the player mentality change, or perhaps there's more skill and more talent that's evenly distributed around the league. Even the line matches don't always get in the way. You have to have people that can play against anybody. In the past, teams were constructed a little bit different, and maybe certain players couldn't play at all against others. Off the top of my head, that's a quick answer to a good question.
The other thing is there's been some comebacks in this series, a couple of them. Last night in Tampa, there was a big one. Is it more difficult to hold a lead in today's NHL than it used to be?
More skill in the league, more scoring chances in the league. Power plays have gone up than what was there. Power play goals have gone up and production has gone up more so than 10 years ago. So I think the answer to that is, yeah, you'll see more of them.
Todd, 3 days off after tonight. Is there now an opportunity to maybe lean into your bigger players with respect to time on ice seasons?
I think we've done that already.
Todd, just over here. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Right here.
Right here, right here. Right where? Oh, way over there.
How would you describe Mikey Anderson as a defenseman?
How would I describe? On and off the ice. So off, leadership, quality human being, a go-to guy in the locker room and around the building. On the ice, steady. You get the same thing night after night from him. Defensively responsible, growing into his game, physical. I can go on and on, but that should probably fill up a paragraph or two.
and just to kind of follow that up, is he the type of guy that you trust his skating ability to handle guys like Leon and Connor? And
Yes.
Yeah, how is he able to kind of keep up with those guys?
He's a good skater and got a good hockey mind. You have good legs and a good mind, usually you can put yourself at least in a position to have a chance at success.
Todd, when the game's going to overtime, how important is it for the group to keep the same mentality that they've had for 60 minutes in the overtime session, despite the obvious added implications of what could happen?
Well, I think the easy answer is it's really important. It's not always that easy, though. There can be circumstances leading into overtime that you have to overcome. And there can be changes or adjustments that have to occur. Your time frame to do it is shorter. You don't get the TV timeouts like you normally do in the first 3 periods. So the dynamic of the game changes just a little bit, but there's no reason not to come out ready to play. You have a chance to win.
Over here, was talking about the confidence in the room heading into tonight's game. A lot of confidence around, a lot of calmness as well. Where does that sense of calm come from within that room?
Leadership, the players. I said the other day that 11 and 8 were down 3 games to none, and they had enough calmness and enough focus to find their way back into a series. At 2-2, you expect them to show up as well, and they've been able to do that, as well as past experience of being in a series like this in this building. The past doesn't guarantee the future. We have to understand that, and they'll be told that. But you can draw on what it might feel like and the intensity of the games. You've been here before. You should be able to sense it a little bit. So there should be a calmness. We got nothing to lose.
Todd, over here. I just wanted to confirm, didn't see Lazat. Is he out?
Yep. Good. Okay.